Hello and howdy ho everyone, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. In the last episode, if memory serves, that's the episode where we captured Castrum Veladina. I can't remember because I have the memory span of a goldfish, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So, in the meantime, the local snake people are having some problems. Not just with the Garleans, but with their own people. Seems they've summoned a primal, and that's not good. So let's have a quick chat with our friends. I will send word to Conrad and the others. Take care and do not hesitate to send for help if you need it. Well, you can't really help against a primal, unfortunately. Oh, also we were going to do this quest here, because it gives us a beautiful little ether current. Oh, sorry, I was distracted by the grumbling of my stomach. Thanks to the Garleans, we've been having trouble maintaining our food stores. Custom dictates that any game brought back to the village must be distributed evenly amongst everyone, but there hasn't been much to go around lately. Without fear of harassment from the Garleans, we can finally begin hunting again, but there's still much to do if we're going to replenish our supplies. Any chance you'd be willing to help? If you could bring back, say, 3 Teleoceratuses, it would be a great help. You'll find them to the north of here, but don't kill them. We'll need their meat to be as fresh as possible when it's put away. When you've worn them down enough, you can stuff them into these bags without much of a fight. Now I know what you're thinking, but trust me, they'll fit. Stay safe out there. The fact that you had to say that makes me think these things are way bigger than you're making them out to be, but yeah, alright. We'll do it. Ramps are for losers! Oh god, they are huge. And you want us to fit how many in a bag? Oh jeez. That's not the button I meant to push. That's the one. Oh well. Yeet! I wasn't supposed to kill them. Alright. Now that I'm done being stupid. Look, I'm the warrior of light, not the warrior bringing dinner home, okay? I don't know these things. There we go. Cool, and you know what? Instead of fucking around going up the ramp again, we're just gonna teleport. Because as I said, ramps are indeed for losers. Mzimzizi. We made a fun of that name earlier before. You're back. Do those bags contain what I think they do? Perplexingly, yes. Perhaps it is better not to ask how a 10 tons dinosaur could fit into this sack. You know, they could have done this quest any other way, but they chose to do it this way, and I kinda love that. Wow, you really did it! Not that I didn't think you could, mind you. It's just been so long since anyone here's had the guts to contend with those beasts. You can be sure we'll make good use of them. Their meat for rations is a given, but their horns and bones will make good tools, and their hides can make belts and boots. Did you know that Teleoceras isn't even native to these lands? The Garleans used them for carrying freight, but the Sods couldn't keep them under control. A few of them escaped into the wild, started breeding, and here we are. I guess you could say it's a blessing in disguise. If they hadn't brought Teleoceras here, we'd have one less source of meat and materials for fashioning our tools. Interesting. I wonder how badly they fuck up the local ecosystem, though. Oh well. Let's see. So we only need to have a few more ether currents to get here, which is great. Hello, snakes. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and we come seeking Sarisha of the Vira. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas the Qalyana broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the ether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess would be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives would have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Qalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vira. This is true. The Vira and the Qalyana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vira, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire, and give our lives for the cause. To the Qalyana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystals in is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribute is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Qalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they could see it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands, nothing will change. The Ananta will. The Qalyana bade the Vira to make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though your beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the... Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Qalyana. Will you help them to see reason? Well, we're not going to say this. Know that I'll kill your god if I have to, maybe even if I don't. Even though it's true. I mean, technically we do have to. There is no even if I don't. But no primal can be suffered to live. But we'll be nice. Then we shall wait, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to the Janan Kot, and I shall pray for your success. You all look the fucking same. Okay. I'm not sure why Alice is so eager to face this primal all of a sudden, but you won't hear me complaining. We need to go. I won't be late again. Not like in Limsa. Oh, yeah. Oh. Poor Gabu. I meant to click Alphino, but oh well. Well met, Scions. I am Vajra, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. Let's see, we can't use any of these. We'll at least look. Well, that looks kind of nice. They're all just recolors, but I particularly like the red one. There, now we can talk to Alphino. I'm reminded of the tragedy we bore witness to beneath Ogomoro, when poor Gabu cried out in despair and rage, and Titan came forth in answer. Yep, exactly. What's that? Earrings. Neat. You are ready? You look ready. Janan Kot. There you will find Qalyana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. We've got another thing over there. Unless it's a Beast Tribe quest, then we don't need to do it. But let's at least look. I don't know if the Ananta have a Beast Tribe quest. You'd think they would. It's an Aether Current quest. Adventurer, I would ask a favor of you. In recent days, strange men have been stealing prey from our hunting grounds. They appear to be Alamegans, but they do not recognize us as allies. They refuse to listen when we explain they are trespassing. If they were to see another strider in our company, they may not be so quick to fight and flee. They were last spotted to the east of here. Please go and speak with them before anyone comes to harm. Well, you guys are rather agreeable. I'm not sure why they won't listen to you. And let's be honest, they're pretty snake ladies. It is a little disappointing that all of the Beast Tribe members look basically the same. There's some variation with certain individuals. The Sylphs in particular look almost completely the same. Except for the one, Frigio, I think his name was. Oh, they're bandits. No wonder they're being dicks. Oh yeah, Ludos, come out and play. Ah, fucking paralysis. The most annoying status effect in this entire game. What in Ralga's name is that thing? Are you dumb? Please wait, if you would listen for just a moment. Keep that thing away from me. Oh dear. I fear they won't listen to anything I have to say. When you go after him and explain his people are trespassing, I must tend to my wounds. Poor Snack. Yeah, it would have been really cool if they had some better variation. As it is, they all look entirely the same. And I kind of expected it with the Sylphs, because they're just vegetables, but like the Amalja and these guys and the Sahagan, you would expect them to all look a little different, but no. I find that's common in a lot of JRPGs. I guess they don't see a lot of reason to devote development time to it, but oh, I'm going the wrong goddamn way for this quest. But even in some Western RPGs, you see a lot of the more strange and beast-like races are not well thought out, but in like Mass Effect they are. You were trying to help that thing, weren't you? What do you want? They only wanted us to leave their hunting grounds, so they're not savage monsters looking to feast on our innards? I see. Sorry about before. It's not every day you see something like that where I come from. Me and my friends are from a small village in the peaks, you see, and with the Garleans blocking all ways in and out of the place, we'd never traveled far. Now that they're mostly gone, we thought we'd have a look about, maybe scavenge for a bit of food. We didn't mean no harm, honest. If it's all the same to you, we'll leave and go look for food elsewhere. Far away from here. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I'm sure the Ananta would be forgiving, but if you guys are gonna be that shit scared about it, maybe you should. So as I was saying, Mass Effect, the alien races in Mass Effect, at times you could really see like the work that went into making them all look really different. Like, even No 2 Asari look exactly the same. And they're one of the species that largely looks the same. The Solarians, too. A lot of them look very different from one another. I don't know, it's just something I noticed in a lot of JRPGs compared to Western RPGs. But then you look at games like fucking Fallout, where every super mutant looks the same. You have returned. Were they willing to listen? A little. Men from the peaks? Interesting. We were concerned the M tribe may have coerced them into stealing from our land. My sisters will be relieved to hear this. If these people are desperate enough to venture out here for food, perhaps we can help them. A deal of some kind. A share of our food stores in exchange for materials for our gem crafting. Yes, that would be a fair trade. I will need to discuss this with my sisters. The beginning of our fruitful partnership may be at hand. Great. Why would you think the M tribe would be doing it, though? You guys cooperate. Some paranoia between these two different tribes, it would seem. Wow, you are one very large chungus. It would be in our best interest to avoid any confrontation unless absolutely necessary. The primal and the crystals are our primary objectives. I expected more resistance. Let us pray our luck holds. We should follow their lead and let them do any fighting for now. You'll need your strength when the time comes. Yeah, I know. Janan Kot. The path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetherite. You must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. Well, hopefully you guys don't wind up having to kill people. The aetherite is within. I will go no further. Good luck, Icon Slayer. It's crazy that our reputation even came all the way out here to this beast tribe. That is a giant elephant. And that's a giant beetle. Well, you could say it's a giant elephant, but actually it's probably more an average-sized elephant. I really want to get up here and get this ether current, but somehow I don't think I can. At least not from here. Oh, fuck off, elephant. Don't mind me, don't mind me. How the fuck? Oh. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you goddamn bitch. I'm gonna murder you. There. Alright, that was annoying. Anyway. Let's try not to fight any other bullshit until we are... Oh my god, really? Do I have to kill all of you? Is that it? No? Good. Here we are. That is a hell of an aetherite. And you all know what this means. Oh, you guys should not be here.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Allie say.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alice, have you gone mad?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens. Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
You guys are idiots for staying. Idiot, idiot, idiot. You guys know what primals do, so why did you come here? Is there really no way we can fight alongside you without being turned into one of her dreamers? Yes, Lise, that's how primals work. I knew things were not going to end well the moment she stepped out of hiding. Yeah, Allie say. I know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Foxy. I had to. I had to try And I failed. So you have to fight. There is no other way. Oh. Never stop trying, Alice. It means a lot to hear you say that. It does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have to ask you to go and face that thing. We can but do that which is in our power. Lise, Alphino, and I will go and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, we will be waiting for you. I love you, Alice. Never change. You're a fool, but never change. Well, you know where we're going. You know what we have to do. So let's do it. Oh, by the way, the music in this fight is great. Alright, let's do this. Each tank grabs one mob.
Open your heart to me.
Alright, those orbs on the ground are going to be very important throughout the fight, as is this action here. This action called Vril. It's going to shield us from certain mechanics that will appear later. I'm going to guess he wants to main tank. No? Oh yes, he does. So I'm going to turn off my Iron Will. Why would you overlap? Well, they did an okay job of it. Okay. Alright, I think I gave him a shield. Yes. Alright, you're gonna want to use your Vril.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Ready for her ultimate? I hope everybody is. As long as you've used Vril at some point before this, that person's fucked. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is not a way I want to die, but, you know. Oh, hey, 2 of the DPS died. Great.
I shall free you from your hate.
Alright, we're gonna want to use Vril again right here. Okay, only 1 DPS, did not know to use it there. Yeah, this fight, it has a couple of insta-kill mechanics.
Surrender to Bliss.
But otherwise, it's really not bad. Oh, I can't cover. Oh well. Eh, he shielded through it, he's good.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Oh yeah. Ideally, you will not be standing near me when she uses that, but they kind of were anyway. Oh dear. Well, overall, we're doing just fine. Vril. Then grab another Vril orb. Do not grab more than one, you don't really need it.
Your souls are
Alright, here's where things get a bit clusterfucky. Now there's gonna be pools and this cross AoE. Why do you do this? Why? Literally fucking why? Alright. Why can't I cover you? Okay, there we go. I don't know why it was dark. I think it was dumb. I should be using my magic attacks. Oh. Okay, that's good. The only bad thing about this fight is it takes a little while. And that's kind of true of most fights as you get on, because the mechanics just start to repeat.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
And that is Lakshmi. Poof. Lovely. And one to the healers, as usual. And hey, I earned one commend for not dying. And being a discount DPS.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help.
Well, you don't have the echo.
So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
I mean, I'm pretty sure those two are tempered. We technically have to kill them. Shouldn't we? Yeah, alright. Oh, we get to look in on Xenos, do we?
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Well, Fordola cares about her men, if nothing else.
Fordola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Cranii Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord? I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
What weird shit are they cooking up? Hey, this is the guy we were just at Lakshmi with. You yet live. I had my doubts. Welcome back. We had to use force to secure the crystals. Alice was not gentle. I imagine she wasn't. You finished then. Good. I'm glad it's over. She's not happy with it. I wish we could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they got their hands on more crystals, though. Never mind. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Yeah, I guess we will. I still say we should have killed them. They were clearly tempered. I hate leaving it all to you. It makes me wish there was some way of borrowing the echo. Yeah. Well, maybe someday that'll happen. Who knows? Oh hey, it's food. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Vera Nilaya, whatever. I don't fucking know how to pronounce some of these names. I just hope we won't have to deal with any more primals before we march on Alamigo. If only I had your power. The things I would do. Maybe that's why you don't have it, Alice. Had the Qalyana's beliefs been closer to those of the Vera, this crisis could surely have been avoided. Oh, no doubt. 'Twas your victory. 'Tis only meet that you be the one to tell my sister. Fair. Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Qalyana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. I mean, they're not untempered just because she's dead. Otherwise we wouldn't have had to kill the ones tempered by Ifrit when we killed him. Foxy did the deed. We were but witnesses to her heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path, so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully, in time, they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. She is a lovely snack. All Vera will know of your deeds. Long shall they be celebrated. Oh, our friends have gone. And so shall we. Ah, Conrad's here, and Pippin. We heard about the primal. Excellent work. If you're looking for Arenvald and his unit, they are currently investigating reports of suspicious activity in the area. Conrad? The hero returns, together with her stalwart comrades in arms. Glad to hear you managed to deal with the Ananta's primal before it could cause us any more grief. Gods know we have enough to worry about. Indeed we do. Monago. Pretty kitty. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi is gone. Ah, but I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Foxy. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed. There are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Qalyana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. And to other matters, then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally! He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during that march. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Minago. You've been away from your family too long, don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. A little bit of rest sounds great, but at the same time... Nago used to tell me stories about her home, but somehow it didn't really register that we'd be up this high. It's not that high. I know how you feel. I've never taken kindly to people telling me to rest. No, no you have not. Much will hinge on whether we can capture or destroy Specula Imperatoris. Though the facility was unassailable from the north, it is very much vulnerable to attack from the south. Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a lot of proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Veladina. You know I'm okay with hanging out with a bunch of kitties. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks to your many valiant deeds. That's humble. That looks delicious. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, come, eat all your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. Really, how long has it been since we always just got to sit down and eat and be happy? It feels like it's been forever. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius. Of course, Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push, and they push, and they... until somebody pushes back. Until someone takes up arms, or summons a god. A false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. I know. That's why we're here, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I know it was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on, and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Foxy. I do love that theme. That particular musical score is called Fragments of Forever, and it's used in some of my favorite parts of this game. So if your mother's food is so good, why are you such a terrible cook? Honestly, you've got to get her to teach you the basics while we're here. Aww. Because I've got other skills. In case you've forgotten, I'm one of the finest hunters this tribe has ever seen. And anyway, I don't remember you being a master culinarian. Ooh, the burn back. How long has it been since I last saw my father? Maybe Alphino and I should plan a trip to Qalyana. When this is all over, I mean. Guarantee you it won't be over for a while, Alisaie. There is something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. That is true. And we get our last ether current for this area. We can now fly in the fringes, just as we're ready to move on to the next area. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have already advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Onward we go. We do have a quest here. I imagine that's probably for a beast tribe thing. Okay, yes, it's for the Ananta. We're not gonna do that. Maybe one of these days, like maybe after I'm done with Shadowbringers, I'll do some of the beast tribe stuff. I am not particularly fond of it. And really, by the time I'm done with Shadowbringers, Endwalker will probably be out. Scions! A pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri, and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? Into the peaks.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
What are these weird things hanging off the side of my face? Those can't be earrings. Like this. Is this part of my headgear? It is. Okay, I was gonna say. That would not be comfortable to have hanging off my ears. My village, the one we visited with Mefrid, is far to the north. There's no easy way to get to it from here, though. Through the pass and onward to the southeast, was it? Indeed. The Imperials sure do like their towers, don't they? Oh yeah, look at that. It's hard to see in the dark, but there it is. There's 2 of them at least. Hello, Mr. Lightning Sprite. You know, these things look really cool. These sprites, and they actually cast ambient light, I think. Anyway. Oh yeah, we talked to you already. Minago. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Villadina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alighieri. We're coming for you next, Imperatoris. That crystal looks like the Starship Enterprise. Like, can you see it? Like, that's the front of the Enterprise. Back there is one of the engines. That's a little, I forget, what do you call it? Like, the part that connects to the main structure. That's so weird. Ah, here are our friends. Alighieri was once a hub of trade and commerce, as I recall, hence the need for a large central square. Alighieri's famous for that giant crystal. Some say Ralgar himself put it there. His settlement is remarkably intact. I see little evidence of fighting. Maybe the Imperials pulled back to Imperatoris. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss the strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. Yes, I want to hear about how we're going to take yet another base from these dogs. I don't know why the Imperials would abandon Alighieri without a fight, but I'm glad they did. So that's why the village was unharmed. Rather cowardly of them. Uncharacteristically so. Oh, bye, Ludos. It is a bit uncharacteristic, but when you think about it, they have a much larger base out there, and they know that fighting us on our turf, that is to say in here, would probably be costly. Oh, new gear. Well, that looks alright. And these are all recolors. Now that's more my style. I kind of like that. Not really Foxy's style, but my style. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. That guy's level 69. Nice. Welcome to Alighieri, the heart of trade in Girabanya. Or at least that's what it was before the Garleans invaded. Someday soon, this place will live up to its reputation again. You wait and see. I sure hope. And what the hell, we'll get the Chocobo Keep here too. Let's see. Any familiar names? No, not really. Well, first things first. Now with that out of the way, There's Conrad. Enjoy your time with Minago and her kin. Aye, that's what I want to hear. Too many soldiers forget the importance of time away from all this. Indeed, we should do it while we can afford to. On behalf of the Elder Seedseer, I thank you for your swift and decisive action against the primal menace. You're not unaware of the danger it posed to our fair nation. Of course. Everything appears to be in order. Very good, very good. The Imperials underestimated us once and they paid dearly for it. They may not be so easily deceived next time, but if we cannot fool them, we will simply have to break them. I hope you can do so. I wonder... Where is... the Ishgardian emissary? That everyone? Then let us begin. Aligiri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Abania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we've been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Aligiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Foxy after what she's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Thanks, I knew you'd understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alice can stay with Foxy. Now, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Well, you're stuck with me, Alice. Shouldn't be so terrible. Oh dear.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
It's our boy.
Found you.
Well, it's too early to say Krau's in good hands, but at least now we know where she is. Now all we need is for Thancred to not get captured. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I was about to let Lys go alone. I didn't think you would. Yeah, we could look at this too. Yeah, they look alright, to be honest. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They're already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. I don't know, I could probably take on most of a legion by myself, but... you know, who's counting? Oh, looky looky, it's an ominous purple poof. Well, let's get our chocobo. Also, there's an ether current out that way that I will get. Oh, look. Dickheads. Couple of dead dickheads. You know, I don't think I want to fuck with that thing. Oh god, somebody's fucking with that thing. Oh god. What is it shooting at? Well, fuck it. I'm gonna just let it do its thing. Oh look, a couple of dickheads. Alright, well that wasn't so hard. Ah, there's the ether current. Next to this nightmarish looking dragon bug thing. God, what merciful god would birth you and why? I feel like I've asked this question already. About something else entirely. Alice, I see you've been busy. Give me a moment, Foxy. Say that again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the Fringes has followed us here. What about you, Foxy? Any trouble? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Well, now that you said that, you know it's not. Damn, Pippin.
Whoa. You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Cold as ice.
Alfred, Rudolph, and then for us, for our people, for our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Well, doesn't that look familiar?
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat. Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12th, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Qalyana. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if this shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. Well, we had a feeling this was going to happen. This way! There's no time to lose. Oh, she's worried about her brother, of course. Damn it, Alphino, the one time you're ready to rush headlong into battle. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our only way inside. We need to find my brother. Right now. Let's get in there. The locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You only prise them open to pass through. Oof, it's bad. Well, most of the structure is still standing. Only one of the towers went down. We'll worry about ether currents in a bit. A lot of wounded, a lot of dead. damn it, I don't see him. My brother or Lise. Maybe the general knows something. It shall be done. I'm glad you're here, Lieutenant. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alice, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Tell the Adders we need their conjurers ready to receive our wounded. And get me every carriage you can find. They could fire on us again at any moment. It shall be done. Alright. Let's search for some survivors. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, will you? There. Alighieri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. I swore I'd die at sea. I'm not about to break that promise. Well, whatever keeps you going. Man, look at them all. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? I'll go to the carriages once I catch my breath. You needn't worry. How about this Temple Knight? He has nothing to say. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. I'll be fine, really. Just give me a moment. It seems like most of them are alright. Ah. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Foxy Games, what of House for Tom? We fought together on the Steps of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now... I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Well, Alphino's okay. Foxy, full glad am I to see you. Wait, where's my sister? She's doing just fine. Almighty Ralgar, O noble Azema, I beg of you, do not take him from us.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lys. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
Shouldn't have shown your hand so soon. Oh, Estinian. You couldn't have come a bit sooner, huh? No, no, no! You can't. Not now. I promise. Such is the cost of war. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this is their response. Fire and blood, this was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God is my witness, there will be a reckoning. I don't blame you for being so pissed. This is how the Empire responds to mercy. This is how they respond to what they perceive as weakness. And this is how they treat the people they see as lesser. Oh, there will be a reckoning, Alphino. there will be a reckoning. We'll see Xenos dead, we'll see Fordola dead, every one of the Imperial dogs dead. I'll see you all in the next episode, everyone. My name is Foxy Games, and until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.